Started praying, so yeah.
All right. Dearly beloved, we've gathered here today to celebrate the marriage and to be witnesses to the marriage between Shane and Korie. It's an awesome day. It may be raining outside, but their tears, they're a way that God's letting us know that He's with us tonight. He's with them. Who gives this girl to be married to this man? Amen. Shane, if you'll come here and take Korie's hands right there. Marriage is an awesome thing. It's one of the very first institutions that God ordained Himself in the Bible. It's not something to be entered into lightly, and it's not something to exit lightly. It's a very, very important occasion that we gather here today. And you are all here because you are people that Shane and Korie care deeply about. And so on behalf of Shane and on behalf of Korie and their families, thank you so much for being here today. Whenever I do a wedding, I like to pick a song or words to a song that remind me a lot about the couple. You may be seated. Tonight I chose a song written by an ancient, wise, old philosopher named Billy Joel. And the song is I Love You Just the Way You Are. say this: don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. And don't imagine you're too familiar and I don't see you anymore. I wouldn't leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. You always have my unspoken passion, although I might not seem to care. And I don't want clever conversation, and I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. What will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, and that's forever. And this I promise from the heart. I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are. And then there's a really cool saxophone solo that comes like right after that. Shane, repeat after me to Korie. I, Shane, take thee, Korie, to be my lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, to honor and to cherish, in sickness and in health, through good times and bad, as long as we both shall live. And Korie, if you'll repeat these words after me. I, Korie, take thee, Shane, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, to honor and to cherish, in sickness and in health, through good times and bad, as long as we both shall live. And these are your wedding vows. Do you, Shane, take Korie to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to stand by her side through the months and years ahead? Do you pledge your love and devotion in front of all these witnesses and promise to be faithful and true, forsaking all others as long as you both shall live? And Korie, do you, Korie, take Shane to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to stand by his side through good times, through the months ahead, through good times and bad? Do you pledge your love and devotion in front of all these witnesses and promise to be faithful and true, forsaking all others as long as you both shall live? Now, there are rings that are going to be exchanged. Korie, if you would take that ring and place it on Shane's finger, and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed. It shall serve as a token and a symbol to tell the whole world that I am yours and you are mine. And Shane, if you place the ring on Korie's finger, and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
It shall serve as a token and a symbol.
It shall serve as a token and a symbol.
To tell the whole world.
To tell the whole world.
That I am yours.
That I am yours.
And you are mine.
You're mine.
Shane and Korie have also chosen to do something called a sand ceremony. And in this ceremony, Korie and Shane will each have their own individual glass full of sand. And as they take that sand, they're going to have to work together to pour it into this one vial. And the way that the tradition goes is that once the two sands are mixed, and they're going to mix those right in front of you, that's how intertwined their lives are. And to separate these two, you'd have to be able to separate the sands that go into the vial. And so, come, let's do the sand ceremony. Korie, this is your sand. Shane, this is yours. And as you can see, they're not the same sand because you're not the same people. And when you come together in a marriage, it's not like you have to become the same person. You become one flesh. You do. And you become one as a couple. But Shane's going to be who he is, and you're going to be who you are. And times there'll be differences, and times you'll need to compromise, and times you'll need to work together. And that's what this ceremony symbolizes. So if you both pour your sands into this. And sometimes in marriage, you have to take turns. And sometimes you have to compromise. And sometimes you need to let her pour a lot more in than you poured in. And sometimes you need just to stand aside. And sometimes, when things get the craziest, you just need to be able to laugh. If you'd set those down. Now if you place your hands on this with me, and let's just mix it together. And as these sands are mixed together, that's the same way your lives are mixed together. You'll always see pieces of white sand and pieces of black sand, but it's no longer two separate piles, but one, just like it is with you guys. Amen? So if you come back down here. Go ahead and take each other's hands. Because of the vows that you have taken, and by the authority vested in me by the state of California and Lincoln Avenue Baptist Church, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you Mr. and Mrs. Korie and Shane Blossom. They're going to try to hide from you so they can come back in and take pictures, and they're going to meet you all at the reception where it's going to be a hoedown. And so we'll have a good time. Amen?
Yeah, me too.